In the city of Willow Creek, Evangeline lived an ordinary life. A gardener, she found joy in the simple things: fresh blooms, the feel of the earth beneath her fingers, the scent of rain on the breeze. Yet, all the while, an unseen force watched over her. The Grim Reaper, known to none but himself as Mortis, had always performed his duties with cold precision. He guided souls to the afterlife without thought, without attachment. But something about Evangeline drew him in. She radiated life, so full of energy and beauty, and he couldn't tear his gaze away. On a quiet evening, he appeared in the park as she worked. The air grew thick, the evening sky darkened, and he stood at the edge, watching her from a distance. Mortis knew that her time would come soon, yet he couldn't bring himself to take her life. For the first time in centuries, he hesitated. He left that night without a word, disappearing into the shadows. He couldn't stay away, but he didn't know why. Days passed, and Mortis returned every evening watching as Evangeline lived her life. He saw her laugh with friends, care for her plants, and walk home in the quiet hours of dusk. He knew the moment would come when he would be forced to take her, but the more he observed her, the more reluctant he became. Then it happened. A tragic accident, a car out of control barreling toward Evangeline. Mortis appeared in an instant, his form flickering like a shadow. With a single movement, he stopped the car mere inches from her, sparing her life. He couldn't leave her to die. Not yet. Days turned into weeks, and Mortis followed Evangeline closely, secretly intervening to save her from harm whenever he could. His heart, once cold and detached, began to stir. He felt something for her, something that should have been impossible. As the days passed, Mortis realized that the only way to protect her was to intervene in the ultimate way. He offered her a choice, a bargain: to escape death, to continue her life as if fate had never touched her, but in return, a piece of her soul would be his. It was a price no mortal should ever pay, but it was the only way. Evangeline, unaware of the full weight of the decision, agreed. Her desire to live, to experience the beauty of the world, outweighed the unknown consequences of her pact. And so, a deal was struck between life and death. Years passed, and Evangeline, though untouched by the passage of time, grew older. Mortis, bound to her side, remained unchanged. He protected her, shielded her from danger, but every moment was a reminder of the price they both paid. Evangeline's life continued, free from the threat of death, but she could never truly escape the shadow that hung over her. Mortis, a presence she could never fully understand. And Mortis, despite his devotion, could never be part of the world he protected her from. He was death, bound to the eternal, unable to live. Theirs was a love forged in defiance of fate, and though it was deep and unbreakable, it was always incomplete. Mortis watched over Evangeline, knowing her life would one day end, while his would never. Their bond was timeless, but time would always be their enemy. In the end, they found peace in the moments they shared, however fleeting. Life and death were intertwined, and neither could exist without the other.